Are we filming?
Yep, you're live.
Taryn, we're going, huh?
We're going.
Hi guys, everybody. Just wanted to let you know we're here in Roswell, New Mexico with a great group of kids. And what we're doing is demonstrating us a little diagonal forward haircut. And what I want to tell you about is how we're going to go ahead and make this a nice, easy haircut, but very efficient to do. And we've sectioned it off into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 semi-sections, okay? And what we're going to do is, from about where my hand is, where we're going to build a weight line, and then a diagonal forward bob. And then we're going to layer in between everything, big layers. And then take everything forward, cut, reframe the face, and come out with something a little edgy. So, we're going to get started here. Everybody, I know we didn't give much notice, but they will be coming in. Hopefully some people will get to see this, but we wanted to film it and you guys can look at it later. Here's what we're going to do. This center section, we're going to direct it directly up and out. We're going to take everything straight up, straight out, nice and clean. The trick to this type of hair cutting is you got to get everything clean. When I say clean, I mean that all the hair is moving in the same direction prior to making the cut. You know, I didn't even get my shears here. They got my shears all covered up. Let's get this out of the way. Let's try these. Whose shears are these?
They're mine.
Huh? Yours? These are Casio shears?
Paul Mitchell.
Okay. They're good shears. They feel good. Feel good in my hand. We're going to use them. We're going to go ahead and cut directly up. Sometimes I cut this with the razor. We might do a little bit of razor cutting, but I'm going to come about 1 inch out here, hold my hand straight across, make the cut. All right? Now what that automatically does is we automatically layer everything in between. See? Yes. Everything's already done.
That's so cool.
So now let's do the same thing on the other side, because this gave us a little guideline to make this a nice oval type look here. As far as the guide goes, we're going to do everything directly out, clean it, make sure the hair is nice and clean, direct it straight out, and let's make the cut. And we're going to follow, keeping our hand parallel to the parting. And we're going to go right on down to the rest of the hair. Now don't try to cut too much. Don't go past that second knuckle. You wind up cutting yourself is basically, but that's one reason you don't do it. But the other reason is you can't hold the hair. The hair is not firm when you go past the second knuckle. When you go past the second knuckle, that's what you got. But you say right here, you can't get that comb through. So you're holding hair exactly where you want it to be. Now there we are. We've already got that whole line in. Now we're looking for that, see that bump right there? That's going to be our weighted area. Now I'm going to come back in here and take this out. But here's where we're going to continue on with this line on down to her chin. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and here's the weighted area. And we're going to continue on down through here, okay? So let's do the same thing on this other side. Tilt her head forward. Notice I'm bringing all the hair straight up. This is how you can cut with large sections of hair and be quite comfortable with it. Takes a little practice. Everything I'm showing you here, you want to practice. So let's direct it straight out. Have my hand parallel to the parting. Come straight out. And bring it all the way around. And listen, what you want to do is when you're traveling, you want to keep your body in front of where you're working. You don't want to be cutting over here where you're trying to move around here a little bit. So you want to move as you cut. Move yourself around it. Keep yourself in position, in the front position of where you're cutting the hair. Oh, that's my friend Mickey Free I met on the airplane. He's a guitar rocker. Doesn't he look like it?
Yes.
He's in Albuquerque doing a Prince tribute.
I like that.
So I'm going to give you guys his Facebook number here, and you guys can all call him and tell him you met him.
Yay.
Tell him Jerry on the airplane to Albuquerque. We're friends now. Okay, you see that? There's the weight line moving right in there, okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is continue this diagonal parting, and we're going to drop this center section on down. So I like to work off the center section. So let's just take a section right here. We'll take a horizontal parting, take it on out, get it out of the way. Let's drop it down, and now let's build up this section, build up the weighted area, right? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to keep it nice and clean, and we're going to hold our hand low. We're going to come out about 1 inch from that parting. We're going to go ahead and direct it straight out. We're going to find the guide, lift the hair up, and there it is. You guys see it?
Yes.
And make the cut, all right? So you find, identify the guide, and then make the cut. So let's do that now. Diagonal parting, same thing. We're going to follow it through. No big deal. And then direct the hair straight down. Keep your hand low. Anytime you lift up, you're going to create more graduation. Keep your hand low. Take the hair nice and clean, directly down to your parting. Let's lift it up. Find the guide. Make the cut. Lift it up. Let's make sure we got everything right. Make the cut. Bring it straight down. Lift the hair up. Find the guide. Make the cut. Nice and easy, huh? See how easy this is? Now we're going to continue on with this parting right on through. Continue on with this line coming straight through. We do the other side. Let's do one side and then the other. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Take the hair straight down. Let's keep the hair nice and moist too. Want to do that also, right? Let's do that. Take the hair straight down. Find the guide. Make the cut. Now, you can see the line start coming in a little bit more. You might have to make some adjustments here. I don't think so. We're moving that line in pretty good. I like to keep it nice and clean. Let's bring it on through. Direct it straight down. Nice and clean. Let's find the guide. Identify the guide first. You don't want to start over, that's for sure, because that's what you'd be doing if you didn't identify the guide. Now you can see. See where we're at? Now all of this hair here, we're not done with. All the hair right here in the back, we're not finished with that. I'm cutting a fairly strong line right here, but I might have to go back in with the texturize it some more. And sometimes I cut this with the shears. So let me demonstrate that. This appears to me to be a razor, and it appears to have no guide on it. So we're going to go ahead and drop this whole section down. And that's where if you get the hair nice and clean, you can live with larger sections being down. I'm going to tilt her head back up a little bit. So we're going to clean that section. You know what I mean by clean, right? Everybody know what that is? Tell me what it is. It means all the hair going in the same direction that you're combing it. That's what I perceive it to mean anyway. That's my interpretation of it. So I want to get that nice and clean. So all that hair, so I don't have to cut it once then. Yeah. So if you prepare the hair to be cut before you cut it, you're going to have a lot more success. So we want to prepare this to be cut. Let's put a lot of time and effort into it. I'm going to take this center section down. Now with the razor, I'm going to start a little higher. I have a pretty strong line going here. So now I'm going to elevate just a little bit. I can see where the guide's going to be. Yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and just take it down. Now that will give me a little bit more texture on the ends. Now also at the same time you can go back in here, and I wouldn't do right over the top, but you can go back in here right at that time and even lay it in and texturize it some more to get lifted up a little bit more. Now, the way you work with the razor is the razor is going to be at a best cutting angle is about 45 degrees. So if you go lower than that, you're scraping the hair. Higher than that. And if you go lower than that, you're really thinning it out. So you get your best cutting angle is going to be at about 45 degrees. Now we're going to keep building this line. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of this with the razor. Let's cut this section out. Now mind you, I'm going parallel to these partings. See that? Same line. Keep the same angle. Let's direct it back and down. Let's build the weight. Clean the hair. Clean it nice and clean. Lift it up. About 1 finger elevation here. We're not really crazy about it. We're going to go ahead, lay the razor flat on the hair, and then take the hair. Tilt it up as we cut more. So we want to tilt it up a little bit as we cut. This appears to me a Paul Mitchell razor. I've never used it before, but it's a good little razor. Direct it straight down. Let's direct it all back. Now I'm laying real flat, and then I'm tilting up as I go and cutting right through. I didn't quite get it all. I'm going to come back and get it all. I'm going to tilt a little bit more. I told her she was going to get rid of all this bad hair. You know, now don't worry about all this because we're going to change all this. We're going to go back there and cut all that out a little bit more. And then when you have a choice, we can leave it fringy like that. We can cut it real tight like this. Fortunately, her hairline goes right together, so we have a lot of different options with her. And one reason I picked her, I did pick you, didn't I? Or did you just volunteer and say, you picked me? That's what it was. Let's go ahead and clean this. Keep the hair moist. Keep the hair moist so we're working. Let's take the hair straight down. Nice and clean. You gonna get in over here? Can you get in close? Are you good? You seeing everything? Are they talking to you on the?
They are. We have Alamogordo, Albuquerque, Wichita Falls.
Oh boy!
They're all watching.
Welcome, guys.
Hi.
If they got any questions, let them ask them. I'll answer if I can. You know, this is pretty cool. Isn't this fun?
Yes.
Huh? Come on, you guys. Isn't this fun? What is that here, huh? What is this?
Say hi.
I know Roswell's rowdier than this. Come on. Yeah. Welcome, guys.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and texture that. I don't want to have to quite texture quite as much. Let's go ahead and take another section out. Ray, how you doing? I want to introduce a friend of mine from Hair America, Mr. Ray. He's visiting here during this session. You guys give him a welcome. You got him on the video? I want all the kids in my school, whole system is seeing you right now. All right. There you go. Glad to have you guys with us. They're in here from Nacus doing some visiting with us, and glad to have you there.
We have Hurst now.
Huh?
Hurst just joined.
Hurst is on? Good deal. I need to do this more often. I get to talk to all those guys, huh? That's fun. We're going to go ahead and lay it in. I'm having fun with this razor. I want you guys to try this. But I do want you to do something. I want you to make sure you have the line built in real good before you do it with the razor. I think it works a little better to make sure that line is solid in there. And then you go back in and razor over the top with it. And use all your shears, all your tools are good for you to have. That's why we got them. You'll even see me use the texturizers a little bit more too. Okay, Remember I said I was going to cut all this off? You guys? But look at the color. How it's going to look. It's going to look hot, don't you think? The way her color's coming out now. Purple and blue and pink. You're looking good. So we're going to still continue to do the good process of cleaning the hair. Let's clean that area before we start cutting. So we're going to elevate up a little bit, lay the razor down, and make the cut. I'm going to do the same thing again, following that line, keeping your hand parallel to the line. Make the cut. Make the cut. Now the line is not quite as straight when you do that, but it's okay. It looks good. I think that's looking out pretty good right now. And when we get all this fitted in, it's going to look really hot. So let's go back on the other side. You guys will excuse me for a second, because in Roswell they have allergies.
They are a real thing.
And Jerry has allergies, you know.
You're allergic
so
to the aliens.
we're going to take the same diagonal parting, stay disciplined, keep that same diagonal parting, and let's clean the hair again. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Same diagonal parting. And we're going to keep that out of the way. Direct it straight down. Look at that. That's really coming out nice. Starting to build that line. But you know, if you hurry it too much, you might not quite get it right. Remember we talked in the classroom just a few minutes ago about never hurrying your client? Even when you're busy and you're running behind, you give the client the same amount of time as you would have given anybody else, and that client will live with you. She'll stay with you forever. They all want that same attention. They want to be taken care of. And once they find that person that will do it, they will take care of you for a long, long time. I know, because I have some that I'm still doing hair for. I'm still doing their hair. The ones that haven't died yet. You know. You outlive them sometime, which is not always fun, but they're so appreciative. I was at a funeral of one of my clients once, and I actually got up there and gave her a little bit of a eulogy, because I know more about you guys than you know about you guys, because your mom told me everything, you know, and that's the truth. That's what they will do. They will talk to you and confide in you. They become your best friend, and you always want to treat your best friend right. I'm sorry, but I have to take care of the allergies here. Okay, here we go. Direct this hair back again. Again, let's keep it moist. Directing it down and back. Gonna come down and find our section here. Just a little bit above, lay the razor flat, and then tilt it up. Again, 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 clean, nice and clean. She has pretty thick hair, which is a good thing, because I think she likes to abuse it. Right?
I just bleach it. I don't know if that's abusing
Huh?
it.
Let's just say blonde is not.
She
her
bleaches
natural hair
it.
color.
She does everything to it. I can tell you. That's great. You do great with it. I love it. She's a consummate. You're going to enjoy this profession. You know that?
Mm-hmm.
You are going to enjoy it. As all of you will, I hope. Notice I still haven't done anything with this back here. Now, everybody can see the line?
Yes.
You see it? Building up that weight line. And now, we're going to diagonally forward, take everything down to about right here. All right? Now, how we do that, quite simply, keep it wet again. I'm going to have you hold that for me. And we're going to come from right here. Now, here's the diagonal. We're going to, right here, we're going to go up to right here. All right? Now, if we want to get a little more extreme, we could come a little bit more of an angle. We can take it a little bit more extreme at this point where it would be longer in the front, shorter to the back. But let's see how this works. So now we got about the same angle. Let's take everything straight down, all the way down. Now, I like to take it a little, run it a little to the back.
Trying to get in there, guys.
A little to the back. I'm going to have my hand at the right same angle, and now we're going to take it right on through. All right? So let's not get too much of a hurry. Let's not take it off too quick. Let's go ahead and take the rest of this side. Same diagonal forward. Tilt your head up a little bit. Clean it. Clean it. Clean it. Take it down. And we'll clean up any little ones there. Drop this down. Let's go ahead and bring it back. Clean it real good. The more you clean the hair, the more you keep that hair going in the same direction before you make the cut, the more you will have less to do. The more times you'll have less to do to fix it. Because the cut's not going to be done until we blow dry it and finish it and everything. Then, and check the haircut. That's the other thing. We're going to check it after it's blown dry. Okay, let's go back over here, move this around. Now let's do the same thing on this side. Here's our diagonal forward. Come up right there. And that's about where we're going to meet. You know, hair cutting is an exact science, but it's not an exact science. It's kind of bends according to what the shape of the head gives you and what the hair gives you, and so many variables in it. So now we're going to direct the hair down. Keep my hands parallel to this parting. See, my guide is right here. And then we're going to take it forward. And I like to direct it back a little bit at this point. Again, just like the other side, so I have a little bit more hair to work with in the front. I can always cut it off. Growing it back is a little more difficult.
Yes.
You know? So we can always take it shorter, but growing it back, we may have a little bit more time to deal with that. So it's easier to cut it off than it is to grow it back. I'm going to tilt her head up and keep the hair. Now I'm going nice and slow with it, because like I said, I want you guys to all go do this, and I want you to try it. And just try to do it exactly like, you know, you can go on Olympus and find these films, find the tapes, go back through them step by step, slow them down, stop them, look at what we're doing, and then just try and copy it yourself. Try and copy it. Don't try to change a whole lot. Get it done that way first, and then we'll go through and you start implementing your own style into it.
They say you make it look easy, Jerry.
Pardon me?
They say you make it look easy.
They make it look easy?
Yeah.
You know, step by step, I got to tell you, if you go step by step and you practice it just like I told you, it is easy. You just follow it step by step. Don't get crazy. Don't take shortcuts. But just do exactly. Every time, keep doing the same. In this particular cut, keep doing the same thing and practice. Now, I happen to have a lot of practice at it. So I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I do have about 40 years of practice. And what I'm telling you is the easiest way that I've found to learn how to do these things correctly. It's practice, practice, practice. When you see something, hairdressing just doesn't jump on you. It doesn't automatically jump on you and you know it. It's a learned thing. Your hand-eye coordination, all of that is a learned situation. So you have to practice, practice, practice. The more you do it, the better you get. Now, I think we got it pretty close on the sides and everything. Now, here comes the tricky part. So one of the things I like to do is get a little bit fun in the bang area. Now I'm going to go ahead, because her hair's kind of stringy, I'm going to go back and start using the scissors so I can get a little bit more blunt. And when I take it up here, I'm going to blend it up a little bit so it doesn't look too stringy. Not a lot, but a little bit. Now I'm going to go back to the top. Let's say we're going to get to the high point of the head. We're going to take where the repart it, okay? Because here's what I want to do. I want the back of the head to be, or the top of the head, to have more layers in it. So I want all of this coming forward. I told her I was going to do some bangs. Is that all right?
I'd rather keep it.
Huh?
I'd rather keep the length as it is.
You'd rather keep the bangs?
I'd rather keep.
It's not a good time to tell me when we're broadcasting live, and now you want me to change it. All right, that happens in life, right? Huh? That happens, but let me just tell you what it could look like, okay? We could have it coming down like this. I'm going to layer it in here so all of this stuff fits whatever way you want to take it. Then I was going to cut the bangs from here to here. So I'm just going to cut this out and then cut this out. So it's a little bit off center.
No, I'm okay, thank you.
You're okay. Okay. All right, you heard it. Customer's always right. We're going to not cut the bangs that much, but we are going to layer the top. Now I got you on that one, because you're here and you ain't going nowhere. All right. So let's go ahead and take the top up. And there's two ways. This will be the shortest the hair is in the top. The shortest is right here. All right? So we're going to determine how short we want it. Now we're going to take everything up to here and everything back to here.
Just close your eyes, Scarlett.
I know. Just keep your eyes closed, Scarlett.
It's going to be good. It's going to look great. It'll look long, but it'll be a little bit shorter in the top. All
And
right?
healthy, nice and healthy.
Look straight ahead.
Okay,
See?
your hair will be longer than
So
mine.
you want that, and that's as short as it's going to be. All right? That's the shortest point. Now you got to hold your head straight back.
It's
Don't
okay.
start crying on me.
It's okay, Scarlett.
This is going to look good.
So much volume.
How's that? Is that better? Okay. Let's just do that.
Everywhere.
Now, hold your head back.
It'll go back
Easy.
so nice.
Everything is going to look wonderful when we're done.
It's okay.
All right, now here's what we're going to do.
You know what this
Take this
reminds me of,
section.
Scarlett? America's Next Top Model.
Right here.
When they're doing the makeovers. You
And
wanted
we're
a
gonna take it-
makeover.
Now just listen, just look and see, because it's not. I'm not going to cut it short. It's not going short. See, we're just going to take this up, all the way up to the top. Watch it. Watch it. Just watch it. You need to watch this because you know how to do it.
I trust him.
So you take it straight up, and we're going to cut straight out. All right. See, that's all we're taking off. That's all we're taking off. All right. And then we're going to take another section, and we're going to pivot around.
And it suits you. It does. It looks so good already.
Pivot all the way around, take it all the way up to the top to that same point, find that guide, and make the cut. All right? Easy. Easy, easy. You're going to love this.
It's going to be so easy to style.
Everybody else is going to love it.
They do already, just from the comments. They like it, and they're encouraging you, Scarlett.
Say what?
They're encouraging her. They say it's a fun cut. And you have Margie and Carol Ann and Jen and Tara watching from the office. We have 41 viewers right now.
Hold your head straight up. 41. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, I went and shared it to a few beauty groups, so.
Let's take it all the way up. Take it all the way up. All the way up. See, I'm not cutting anything down. I'm not cutting any of that. This is just like automatically layering. All right, so we just take this all the way up. Take it up. Now let's take another section. You take it until there is no more left.
It's like a 5-second video.
And you won't even notice it. Hold your head straight up. Straight up. Come straight back up to that same distribution point. All right, now we're going to bring all of this, all of it, straight up, straight up. Make sure we're nice and even. Now, watch. See, watch what this does. Just watch what this does. It's automatically layered and leaving the weight line.
That's so cool.
It's automatic that way. There's your weight line. See it? Automatic. It's automatic. Now you want to do this sometimes to check and make sure you didn't miss something. But pretty much got it. Got it. This is going to be such a hot look for you. I'm telling you, this is going to be hot. Now, this is going to be a little scarier for you, but it's the same principle, okay? So we're going to direct everything to here. Take this out. See, none of this is being cut. None of this on the bottom is being cut because it doesn't reach. See, so what you were worried about is everything's being cut off there, and it's not. The only thing that's being cut is the area between the weighted area and in between. Now, the further you take here from the point of origin,
There's Alyssa,
the
your
longer
sister's
it
hair.
will be. The longer it will be. So we're going to direct it all the way back. So it's only right here in the back that you have this. That's all it was. Now watch. Watch. See, now all of this hair comes back and is layered. All right? It's not scary, is it?
Everybody online says it looks beautiful.
See? There you go.
She's pretty too, isn't she?
Yes.
Come on. Yes.
Hey, and it brought out your color more.
All right. Now we're taking all of this back from right here all the way back. And cut that off. Plus I've got all that junk hair off of there. And then now you have the same thing. See? Look at that. This, I told you it's going to be hot. It's gonna be hot. I don't get that excited about haircut sometimes. I'm excited about this one. You got a boyfriend? Yeah? He's going to love it. You tell him if you don't, you kick him out. He's going to love it. Okay, I'm going to direct it all the way back, same procedure. Coming back to the high point distribution area, make the cut. Same thing, again, same thing. Take everything all the way back, clean it, clean it, clean it, clean it, clean it. Take it all the way back, all the way back,
Oh, that's my sister.
all the way back, and make the cut.
That's my sister. Aw.
Now, somebody plug in a blow dryer for me?
Got one.
You got one plugged in?
Yep.
Now, see
A
here?
little bit.
Here we go again.
Good one? Yeah.
Same
Chelsea's
thing.
got you.
Okay. Same look. We're looking good. Now, I'm not ready just yet, but right here in the back, what do you think? What do you guys think we should do in this very back?
Thin it. Clean it. Texturize it.
Should we take this fitted, more fitted here? Got to take it more fitted, don't we?
Yes.
So let's do that with the razor. And I'll leave you some down here. You want to leave that fringe, or do you want it fitted real, all fitted right here?
Get it fitted. 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 It'll
All
look
fitted?
nice. Yeah.
Okay. We got it. Now remember, they said that, not me. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is take diagonal partings across the back. Hold it, come straight out, and then we're just going to cut it right down. All right? We're going to go against the hair. Now come across it again, scoop it, and then come straight on out. You guys tell me when you think it looks good. Because you could even take the clipper to it if you wanted to.
Don't scare her.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't think I want to take a chance on that one. I would do it, but I don't think she would go for that one. Right? What's your name?
Scarlet.
Huh?
Scarlet?
Scarlet?
Yep.
Scarlet? You got a hot haircut.
Could you imagine if Erica got that day?
You might want to get a new boyfriend.
She's next.
She's next. You're next.
Yes, see, Mia, you are not going to be the only one doing this. Nobody-
So what did I do? I went diagonally across this way. Now I'm going to scoop and come diagonally back the other way and back to the clear up class past center line here. So we want to go so that it fits and we go completely past center line on it, right? Then we know that we'll get it fit. Now I'm not even done yet because I got to blow this dry, go back in. See all these marks here?
Yes.
You see in the hair? We got to fix all that. You can't just leave that out there. You have to fix that. So I'm not even going to fix all of this yet. I'm going to wait. Until we blow it dry and see exactly where we're at. Scarlett, you're looking gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's talk about blow drying. What is this? Lasting impressions, the mousse. I'm going to put a little bit of that on there. When you do that, you got to run it through the hair. Don't just put it on the top part. Put it all over so we can get a little volume. One of the things I see when you guys blow dry is you start out with pure wet hair and then with the comb in one piece at a time. So, and it takes you forever, right? So most of you try to get out of blow drying whenever you can.
I tried to use a round brush
Huh?
blow dryer. The round brush.
Yeah.
It makes it like faster.
It's a lot faster. Let me show you even faster way.
Show me.
Let me show you even a faster way. And that's to dry the hair before you start blow drying it. Okay, especially if you know what you're going to do. Especially if you know, I'm going to comb the lasting impressions through the hair. Especially if you know that you're going to flat iron it. You're going to finish the curl. So how much blow drying do I have to do? So I want to just get it off the head, get it going out from the head to get the volume, and maybe a little bit of round brush just to make the hair go where I want it to go, and then I'm going to take the flat iron and fix it. All right? So in this case, I want the flat iron the blow dryer, to get it dry enough so that I can tell, who's got a brush, so that I can tell where to finish the cut. Because I'm not finished with the cut. But let's do this. Especially down here, do I need to get all that sticking out? I'm going to cut all this out of here anyway. So let's dry the hair up, going up against the brain. Get it out there. Put your head back. So it goes away from the scalp. Remember, the ends are going to be more wet because they're more porous from all the bleaching and color, which is cool. Look how much time you're going to have less to do in the morning. So, this is going to be so cool. Charlotte, I want to thank you for letting me cut your hair today. I know it was a traumatic experience for you, but I hope that it will turn out to be the most pleasant experience you've had, at least today. You know?
Hey, she has a makeover after this too.
So we want to get this dry. Get that hair almost 80 to 90% dry. Because you're just wasting your time if you're doing anything else. If the hair's real long, turn them upside down, dry that hair. Just like you do in the bathroom. You know? Don't waste all that time with it. Tilt their head sideways. Get the hair out from the head. Remember, we're going to curl it with the iron. And if we've done the haircut right, you'll start to see the line come in there. Tilt it back over this way. Same thing. Now I'm starting to feel like the ends are starting to dry a little bit.
Now it looks so soft.
So I'm going to use the brush. Go ahead and pick it up. I just want to move the hair to where it dries. Remember, I'm going to go back in here and cut it. And before I finish all this, I'm going to go ahead and style it with the flat iron. Notice I didn't put the blow dryer down. I don't turn it off because that's a waste of time. Learn to work it, brush and dry. Brush and dry. Dryer's your other hand. Alright? Gonna dry it out. Look at that. Now I'm not using the round brush, but you certainly can use a round brush. In fact, I will use the round brush if you want. And actually I will use the round brush whether you want or don't want. But we will get that all done. But really, the finish is not yet. It's not even close to finish. You're half through with this haircut. Half through. Now it's not going to take you long to finish it up, but the haircut is extremely important that you understand that you have to finish all the rest of it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, she's smiling now almost. That's going in there pretty, isn't it? It really is. I'm not bragging, I'm just being truthful. Okay, now I'm going to do most of this with the flat iron. I'm going to make sure it's done. I've got some more work to do here. Not done.
Ah.
I don't want anybody out there to thinking that it's done. What did he do? But I'm not done. So we want to get this other side going right. A little bit more. I need to get this done enough to be able to finish the cut a little bit. Now I might flat iron it a little bit more before I completely finish it. Because I want to make sure that when the lady at home does this, it falls right into place for her. You still got people watching?
Yeah, you have 30 right now.
They give up on me?
No.
Someone gave up on us?
It's been up and down the whole time. You got a lot. It's been up and down. You have a lot.
Well, I'm glad they're on it, watching it.
And Brittany from Wichita Falls wants you to give her this cut.
Oh,
She
good
said she's
request,
next.
huh?
Yep.
All right. Brittany, if I get there, you're on. Well, I'm glad they got the watch. That's fun, isn't it? Mm-hmm. You're getting broadcast. Scarlett, you're broadcasting all over Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, everywhere.
And I also shared it to the teenagers. So wherever people watch it.
Now you see that blow dryer? You don't have to. You guys would still be doing this one side. You know, you got to get this blow drying down. You have to control the hair, and you have to do it with speed. And if you got the cut in good, controlling the hair will be a lot easier. Now I would never let my client walk out of the salon without flat ironing. You know why I would? Not because the cut isn't there, because I want to lay the cuticle down, put a little sheen on it, it's going to shine, and be just fresh. You know what I'm saying? And see what that top did? See how that top did that? It worked, didn't it? All right. It was worth the tears. Right, babe? Now, if I could have done what I wanted to do, you'd have all this coming over here, and that's it. We'll get that next time, right? You got to take these things in stages. And hey, listen, a customer might react the same way. Just might react the same way. Assistant right here. Let me have the brush.
Everyone says it looks good on you already. You made people sad when you were crying.
You what?
She made people sad when she started crying.
Look at that. Isn't that hot? I mean, not even finished the back. Looks great. The color looks great. Really blends nice. On a hot girl, how much better can you be, huh? Yeah, I'm smoothing you, Charlotte. I gotta get my collagen taken care of here. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna tighten up the back some more. I'm gonna do that with the texturizing shears. You can do it with anything. You can do it clipper. You can clipper it right up and make it do whatever you want to do. I'm going to use the texturizing shears and do a little scissor over comb. I'm use a black comb on the blonde hair so I can see what I'm doing. And what I want to do is I want to take this line. I don't want to take it out. I just want it to fit in a little bit and make sure that as much as I can. See, when I went back over it with the razor, it really worked out pretty good. I probably could have done more with the razor, to be honest with you. You know? So, we're going to take this out. I'm going to come in here, scissor over comb, take it up. And then we're going to come in, and when I'm going deeper, so I get more, there we go. We start taking it out. Come in sideways. You want to just soften it up. Now a bigger comb would work better. Have you got a bigger comb?
Yes.
Bigger teeth?
You're at 60 viewers. Oh, 66 viewers right now. 68.
What's that?
You're at 68, 73 viewers. Oh my gosh, I sound like 101 Dalmatians over here.
Oh, they're all saying
80 viewers. Oh
They're
my-
all saying, come look at this. He did it. And they didn't think I could. All right.
87.
It's hot. I'm telling you. You're a hit, honey. You're a hit. All right. Let's just see how we can do this. Yes, this will work good. I'm going to go in here. Come in. I'm going to texturize. Get that real fitted. Now, we want to be careful not to take the weight out. We don't want to take that weight out. All right? Want that weight line in there. We just want to soften it. So I want to go in here, like see where it's at, and soften. Because in blonde hair, it's going to show up like crazy.
92. 94.
All right.
95.
Are they all on lunch or what? Come on, you guys. I'm going to get Mr. Josh over in Plano to do a color class for you guys, biolage, and demonstrate the whole thing. And he'll be broadcasting as soon as I can get it worked out with him as to what the best timing is. And you'll have a little bit more time. This I just decided to do, so. And you guys, I'm glad you asked me to do it because I really needed something to do. You know? They just, I'm just a driver on this trip.
You should do that dramatic haircut on this one right here.
Yes.
Oh no, I wish I had that.
Same.
And we're gonna go back in here a little bit more. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Is that short enough for you guys? In the back? Still soft. What do you think? You think it is? You notice I didn't ask you. But I'm gonna. Does that feel short enough for you? Okay. Come in here and texture. Come in here and texture. Notice I moved my body around. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. You got to stay in front of your work. Oh, that is looking good. Yeah. Looking good. Oh man, this is one of my better jobs ever.
Oh my gosh, it looks so
You know that? Remember I told you about getting that hair, don't thinning it out too much on the ends with blonde hair. So we're going to go back here and we're going to give you a little bit stronger line, okay? We're just going to take off the very ends of it and get a nice stronger line there. and just take off the very ends so it don't look frizzy, okay?